Hey, it's Nikki, and thank you for joining us at Cocktails with Nikki this Friday. Today, I have my friend Megan. Hey, Megan. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Do you have your cocktail?
I have my sleep. It says coffee actually, but it's my sleep tea.
Oh, thank you. What's in your smoothie?
It's called Calm. It's just like it's an actual like calming tea to go to bed because it's late and I'm staying up late just to talk to you.
No, you had such an early bedtime. When did this start? Have you always been like that?
I think quarantine has like killed me.
Really? How has like quarantine or just COVID-19 changed your life?
Well, as you know, I like to go to events and plan events and all that fun stuff. So it's really put me to bed by 10 o'clock every night.
Wow. So you guys, Megan is my friend that attends all my events, even if she stops by for 2 seconds. She always stops by
That's me. That's me. Two
and
seconds.
shows her face and supports and posts. And she's probably one of my most supportive friends in New York City. So I love you. So I just wanted
I
to,
love you too. I miss you. When are you having an event again?
I don't know, I have virtual events all the time. I'm planning
They're
a
always late though, right? They're always starting at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, you know what? This was just an idea just to keep myself busy. I get bored in the house. So I said, why not have cocktails with people who I can't have cocktails with right now? And it's kind of evolved into this show that people enjoy.
That's
So, yeah, so I wanted to have you on. So, again, Megan always supports all of my events for the past. I met you in 2012 at that soul food restaurant by your uh I don't want to say where it was, but in Gramercy Park.
yeah. Was it
Yeah.
that long ago?
Yeah, I've known you for 8 years,
Oh
dude.
my god.
I know. And I was like, I loved her style. I think I probably walked up to her and would like introduce myself. And we've been cool ever since. So I know you're a fashion stylist. Um, and I know that you at one time you were working at a store. Are you still at the store or
Yeah, I've been there 10 years.
oh wow.
So it's like, it's a store you've been in. It's a
Mhm.
store and an archive and basically a working museum. I love it there.
Right. So how is this? Are people shopping? Are people buying vintage items right now?
Yeah, I mean, people are buying vintage items, and we're an industry resource, so we've been okay. Um, we have it's a really like a niche kind of thing, so I think we'll be okay. Shopping, people are shopping less for sure,
Okay.
but vintage and sustainability is so huge right now. So
But have you like increased your like online activity? Like, are people
yeah,
shopping
so we're
online or
actually we've never, because everything is one of a kind. It's so hard to have like e-commerce for, you have to shoot every single thing. It's really
right?
it's a whole different animal than just selling a bunch of shirts that are all the same. Hi, we have 10 in stock. Like, no, everything's one of a kind. So,
Right.
but we are launching an e-commerce site. We've been working on it, so it was kind of good during the quarantine to have time to do those kind of things that we never have time for because we're always doing 10 projects at once. So the slowdown was good for getting stuff done, for sure.
Right. So, how is fashion styling going? Is it still really busy? Are people doing like a virtual, remote type of styling? Like, how has your styling business been going?
Styling is good. I had a couple shoots during at the tail end of this quarantine, and then at the archive we are working with a lot of stylists. People are back in business and trying to get those issues out. They're gonna go to press quickly, but it's gonna happen, and it's happening. It's happening.
So, would you say it's more like editorial type stuff rather than personal styling?
Yeah, a lot. Well, everyone's, going to work from home. So personal styling is going to be different because they don't need to get dressed, a lot of these people. Events aren't really happening, of course. So that whole aspect is gonna be on hold for now. But editorial's happening, and they're trying to make sales and get the credits. So yeah, I mean, people are still shopping. I don't know where they're wearing anything to, but they are shopping, and the editorials are happening.
I wonder if they're just like hoarding, like they're just shopping and hoarding, even though.
I mean, I am. Everything I bought during quarantine, where am I going to wear this? And when am I going to wear this shit?
Oh my
What
gosh.
am I spending money on? But it'll happen again. We're New York anyway. I'm confident we'll be back to ourselves soon.
Well, I'm kind of freaking out because her school, Carter's school, called and said school was opening, and like I emailed them. Yeah, I emailed them. I'm like, this is totally not safe. You need to also offer a virtual option. And then I've been sending them like newspaper articles of other states that are not opening up schools, and I'm not getting a response back.
So have you been a teacher this whole time too then? Did you have to take on that responsibility? I mean, you do everything, so I wouldn't put it past you, but of course. But how was that?
Homeschooling was very challenging. By May, I had given up.
Given up. It's time to graduate early.
Yeah, and I let the school know I had given up.
I love that. She said, and I let the school know. I'm giving up.
Yeah, Carter was actually probably had the highest grades in her class.
Of course she did.
So she doesn't know school's over. So she still has homework every day, and she has a math tutor twice a week. And then I put her in art camp. She's a little artist. She's always drawing. So this kid will go on YouTube and take a drawing class, and the next thing you know, she has a drawing of a mermaid or a drawing of a LOL doll.
Now then, how old is she?
She's 6. But I have the funniest story. So I bought her a Barbie doll house for Christmas, and I could not figure out how to put it together. Like, I was struggling. Why did she watch a YouTube video and put it together? I felt like such a loser. I was like, oh my God, she can go to YouTube and figure out how to do anything. Yeah, she's funny. She's a funny little girl.
You were pregnant with her, though.
I know. Was I still out and about when I was pregnant?
Yeah, you were pretty out and about.
Oh my God, I had a belly and I was like in the club, crazy, going to concerts.
I feel like one day you were working out too, and you used to work. You worked out across the street from me, or at least you were that day. Maybe you had a membership to that gym. Were you on the Stairmaster? You're like waving to me from the window. I'm just like, this girl's crazy. I'm like, we have a meeting. Can you come down?
It's so funny. I was telling my trainer that I met one of his clients in Soul Cycle, and I had to be like 9 months pregnant on Soul Cycle, and the teacher was like, I wasn't on beat. And then when they found out I was pregnant, they were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Because I was in there getting
the whole time. You're like, listen, I'm going to pop this baby out right here if you yell at me one more time.
Right. I always did that gain weight after because I started drinking. Like, I was so happy that I had gotten childbirth out the way that I was just like drinking margaritas like crazy. I'm like, woo, I got it done. Because childbirth is terrifying. At least it was for me.
Don't get me. I'm not there yet. No.
Yeah. I was scary. I waited till like the very last minute to have kids, you guys. My daughter thinks I'm 24.
Margarita time.
Yeah. My daughter thinks I'm 24 and I'm not. But anyway, so I want to say that I love your Instagram page. I've been really following it hardcore for the past couple of years, and I love the theme of it. So can you tell everyone the inspiration behind your Instagram page and like the style? Because I noticed that you're always wearing black.
I always wear black. I'm a New Yorker.
I know, but like it's so cool. So can you tell some people about some of the places you've traveled over the past couple of years? There's so many, guys. You probably can't name them all.
I can't name them all. So I'm going on like about like 80 countries, and I've done all 50 states. This is like all my this is my like passion in life. The quarantine has killed me because I'm just dying to travel. I was actually on the phone with I have a travel agent super old school. For when I do like bigger trips, he helps me plan them. I'm on the phone with him today, like crying. Can we please just plan something? He's like, no, there's all these quarantine rules. You have to be patient. I'm like, I've been patient. I thought this was going to last 6 weeks. Now we're going on like 6 months. Oh man. So probably one of my most recent big trips was Africa. I went for a wedding. Actually, it was the second wedding. The big trip before that was Nepal. They had their first wedding in Nepal and their second wedding in Africa. So I did a whole Asia and then Africa.
How was Nepal?
Nepal is amazing. So
Wow.
amazing.
How was the food? What kind of food do they have?
It's kind of I would say close to Indian, if anything, or like Thai. It's all in that region. We went to India on that trip as well.
Cool.
We went to Bhutan. It was amazing.
And what part of Africa did you go to?
So we did, I did South Africa, then Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Namibia, which was one of the most amazing places I've ever been. And Namibia is like, you must go. It's a must go.
Wow. I know. I was just watching you travel the world and I could have done it. You know, I fly for free, right? So there's no reason why.
I know. You were always like, yeah, like we should go somewhere. I'm like, you fly for free.
I do. But the thing is, like, when I was younger, my mother would be like, let's go to Korea this weekend. And let's go to Korea. I was kind of over it and I kind of just wanted to be in New York City and enjoy New York City. But as I got older, I'm like, you guys, I have to totally like use these flying privileges. And then you don't want to go places by yourself because you can fly for free, but your friends don't have the luxury of flying for free, Like I didn't even take coach internationally to recent because my mother had those flying privileges. I had never taken an international flight in I know, but unfortunately, she got laid off during the quarantine or the COVID-19. And the first thing I was like, "Hey, can I still fly for free?" And she's like, "Yeah, you can."
You can.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I still have flight benefits. She's been working with them for 30 years, so although she's retired, her children can still fly for free.
Holy shit! Forever?
Until yeah.
Like a package.
Yeah, until like a passing, you know what I mean? Like for the rest of her life. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. So I'm ready to get out of here. Like this COVID-19 and being in the house really taught me a valuable lesson. I need to travel and just like go.
Yes, it reinforced my lessons. Just travel and go.
But maybe traveling because in the foreseeable future you weren't going to be able to do so. Maybe that was just like, the universe telling you just needed to like get it done.
Maybe, but I had stuff planned that got canceled too.
Oh wow! Were you able to get refunds? How does that work?
Oh, it wasn't too bad because of COVID. Like I would have gone obviously, but it was because of COVID that it got canceled. So I got mostly refunded. I'm in a battle with them right now because one of the airlines like didn't give me a full refund. I'm like, this wasn't my choice. Like you canceled the flight. That's not my choice. Like
I'm wondering if like American Express or like insurance covers that kind of stuff.
So actually it's funny you asked. So I was just on the phone with one of my credit cards and I had bought a visa to Saudi Arabia. And I called the Saudi Arabia visa embassy or whoever you get it through. And I said, I need a refund. And they said, so what we're doing is we're putting them on hold, gave me this whole story. Basically, no, you're not getting a refund. So I called my credit card company and told them what happened. And they basically, it was $120 something and they covered $120. They're like, well, we could try to fight this. And it's a really weak case because they do say on their website that everything is non-refundable. So it's a really weak case, but we could try to fight it, or we could just give you $100. So I'm like, I'll just take the $100 and eat the 20.
Wow, this is crazy.
They're covering a lot of this.
Well, I totally thought that you could travel to places now. Like I see people in Mexico and like.
You can actually. So you can travel to Mexico. I was having this conversation today with my travel agent. So you can travel to, there's a handful of places. Like I know The Maldives is one, which I'm like trying to plan. Mexico is one. One place in Africa. Literally, it's like 5 places that Americans can go right now. But when you get back, so you can go there pretty much no problem. There's a bunch of places you can go with restrictions. So you would have to like get a test within 72 hours and bring the paperwork and like answer all these questions. Like it's just like a kind of a pain, but like doable to go. It's coming back that I think is the issue because they want you to quarantine for 14 days, no matter if you feel sick or if you don't feel sick, for precautionary reasons, they say. You need to quarantine for 14 days. So I called and I asked them, what happens if you don't quarantine? And it's basically honor system. So, you could go.
Oh, wow. But the thing is, if you quarantine for 14 days, how can you enjoy your vacation if you're only there for 2 weeks? Like,
no. So you would go, say you would go on the trip. Say you went to the trip for 5 days. You went away to Mexico, went for a week. You're there. You have to quarantine when you return for 14 days. So you're expected, they hope by the honor system, you will stay in your apartment for 14 days upon your return.
wow. And what I've noticed on Facebook is that certain people have to quarantine and they're monitored and other people are not even monitored. Like I had one person who flew from LA to New York. They were monitored, got calls. I guess their cell phone got pinged. And then somebody from Mexico, nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. The guy today told me it's the honor system. Like they can't. So my travel agent had told me that they can check in on you. Like they could call you. They have these people who do tracing.
Right.
It's like a big job actually right now to be a tracer. I think they pay pretty well and you make your own hours kind of thing. But basically you're just checking in on people. So they probably just
another job.
It's a job.
I said, are you giving me another job?
Oh my God, I'm telling you about another job. You have the credentials to get any job you want. So you go get it. But no, so they have these tracer people that, they stalk you basically. And so my travel agent said it's really like you should be careful. These people can come to your work. And if you get caught, you get a $400 fine the first time and then a $4,000 fine the second time if you break it again and they catch you. But when I called the COVID hotline and they said it's the honor system, like we can't do anything. So I'm like, can somebody report somebody else? Like I'm like, what if somebody reported you? They said that you can, but it's the honor system. So I don't know. It's interesting that they did trace your friend though.
Honestly, I don't think they're organized. I think it's all over the place based on what I'm seeing, and it's just nuts. Like, I don't know what to think.
I agree. Like, I'm like a little bit nervous. Like, I really want to go, but it's offset by like, I'm afraid I'm going to like get caught and get in trouble. And like, is it really worth it? When is it just going to open up? Like soon, hopefully.
They got you with the retribution. So the criminal system is based on retribution. Like, you don't want to go to jail. You don't want to get fined. So they got you with that. So that's keeping you in line. So I guess it's working.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, right now I'm thinking like hopefully by spring of 2021 is what I'm thinking. What are you drinking?
This is Cocktails with Nickie, so I can't really, I'm supposed to be drinking alcohol, but honestly, you guys, I'm on a diet. I work my butt off with a trainer and I weighed myself and I was like, oh, hell no. So I'm trying to lean down right now.
Cocktails with Nickie is water with Nickie.
Yeah, it's actually sparkling water this time. But for the past 3 or 4 cocktails with Nickie's, I've definitely have been drinking kombucha and vodka, which is still not bad, but I kind of just want to eat super clean for the next 30 days.
Good for you.
Yeah.
What kind of training are you doing?
I work out with Mark Jenkins and somebody by the name of Amina Marshall. So like weights, but I'm not doing enough cardio. So, of course, I was afraid to go running outside because I read this New York Times article about this editor who went running and then she got COVID. So I freaked out and I didn't do any running for months. And now I'm outside running. I just like wear my mask. And then if I don't see anyone, I take it off. And then if I see someone, I just put it back on. I don't know what else to do.
I bought a bike.
Oh, nice.
I freaked out because in the beginning I was like, well, what if they shut down public transportation? How am I going to get anywhere? So I bought a bike like the day before quarantine started, and I biked. I mean, I basically have biked thousands of miles.
No.
I'll just get on the bike.
Megan's hardcore gym rat, like low key, because
Uh,
you don't really post your stuff like I do.
my workouts because my workouts like that time is my time away from everything. So I'm not really like a person that's going to be posting workouts or anything, but I'm obsessed with working out.
The reason why I started Fit Publicist was, after I had the baby, I was a little bit chunky. And somebody who we know in particular told me to embrace my fat body. And I was like, no, I'm not going to embrace my fat body. It wasn't you. It's somebody you know.
No, I know it wasn't me. I'm like, I would never say that.
And I was like, you must not have known what I looked like before this baby. I was a bad, you know what? I was a baddie, right? So I'm going to lose the weight. Like, I wasn't going to keep the baby weight on me. And now, like, I'm a baddie.
Oh, baddie.
Yeah.
You look amazing, though. Well, the last time I saw you. I don't know, you've been for some months now, so
I just got my 6-pack back.
You're there. You'll get there.
Yeah, no, it's just my problem is diet. Like, I can work out with a professional athlete. So, and you're a professional athlete, former one. She used to play professional softball.
How weird is that?
I love it. I love it. I totally would try out for a soccer team if I didn't have a kid. But you have to travel.
Why do you have to travel?
I called, like, one day I was like, I want to be a professional soccer player. And then I called the league and they were like, yeah, you can come try out, but you're going to have to go on the road. And I'm like, I'm not going to leave Carter behind to go on some like professional soccer.
Going on tour.
People think, like, yeah, the publicist is now playing soccer. Yep, can do it. But
you
no.
do whatever you want. That's what I always loved about you, though. For real, though. You do what you want and you excel at it and you kill it in everything you do.
Thank you. I totally think that's because I went to all-girls school. So I have a funny story. I didn't realize, like, there's men out there who misogynist who don't like the fact that women are like doing their thing. I had no idea.
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, during COVID, like, I have male friends who are always trying to one-up me. Like, they'll call me, oh, I'm working on this. Oh, I'm working on that. Oh, I'm working on this. But as soon as I say, hey, I'm working on this, oh, you're doing too much.
What?
And I just realized it's because I'm a woman. Like, I went to an all-girls school, so we were taught that we could do anything we wanted, but it's like a gift and a curse.
You were competing with all the women anyway.
And honestly, at the all-girls school, I wasn't competing with anyone. I never looked at it that way.
You were doing your thing.
Yeah, I just wanted to work hard and study and not look, like I didn't know anything in class. But yeah, there's some guys out there who don't necessarily like women who can do it all.
Because
unfortunately,
they're threatened by you.
I know. I need less of those men in my life. That's where I'm at right now. But I'm just on the grind. You're on the grind.
Back at it, doing as much as I can without, I've been meditating. I definitely learned to like slow down, did some meditation. In the beginning, I was, going crazy, not doing anything. Now I'm like a little bit, at times I dread like, oh, like I have to do something today. I can't just chill. I got used to it a little. It was nice at times. It's good to have somewhere to go though again and somewhere to be. But it was okay. The slowdown was okay. In the end, it was okay.
Yeah, I totally cleaned up my place really good. Just like thorough spring cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
And got stuff framed. Like I got this thing behind me framed and getting shoes fixed and purses fixed, like little things like that you just don't take time.
Just like, I'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, like I'm like sending stuff to the cobbler, like, hey, fix this, fix that. And it feels good to take a break because we were ripping and running. That's my grandma's phrase.
I like that phrase.
8 years we've been like nonstop.
At least 8 years.
On the ground.
We were both doing it before we even met.
True.
So, yeah, I mean,
Even
I remember the last time I didn't have like 3 events to go to in one night, you know?
crazy. I can't believe we did that, but I'm glad we did do it because in case we can't do it again.
I know. I was actually just thinking that. Well, in case we can't do it again, we definitely did it.
Yeah, we definitely have.
I have really bad FOMO, so I can't miss anything. But now I'm like, there's nothing to miss, so I can actually just relax and not worry about it.
So do you like still living in the city now under these circumstances?
I mean, honestly, of all the places I've been in the world, New York really is the best city in the world. Right now, I love the city life and like, you know, being able to walk outside and just have everything at your fingertips. So yeah, I still love it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling it as much.
Well, you're from LA, aren't you?
Yeah, but I don't live in the city anymore. I live in Brooklyn now, and like Brooklyn is like dirty to me now. Like it's just disgusting.
So where's your move? What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
The city's a little dirty now.
I definitely want to announce my moves here, but like
we'll talk after.
Yeah, like I think Brooklyn was cute because you had all the small and mom and pop stores and restaurants, but now a lot of those are closed. Like they didn't survive the pandemic.
It's sad. It's sad. Yeah, some of my favorite restaurants closed.
Right. So like, why am I here?
Yeah, in my neighborhood, it's like really sad.
Oh wow. See, that's what I mean. Like I came here for those things, and now they're not really available, or I can't even take advantage of them because of COVID. So why am I here?
Yeah, I have a few of those moments. Like, what am I doing? Like, I can have way more space and, you know, a yard and be chilling. We went out to the island. So I'm from Long Island originally. And I went out there this past weekend to visit family. And it was kind of like, oh, this is nice. But then I was like, okay, I'm ready to go home.
Oh, really? You were over it?
Not that I was over it. I could have stayed a little longer, but I mean, this is home to me. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't lived out there in so long.
Yeah, I could be in Colorado somewhere.
What was that?
I could be in Colorado somewhere, like chilling.
Just chilling. So my boyfriend's in Jersey. I've been going out there a lot it's right on the water. So I feel like I get some of that country life in a way.
Oh, wow.
We have the 2 dogs. So.
I know, they're so cute. What are their names?
Ross and Bear.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
I'm so obsessed with them.
I know. I can totally tell.
My little babies.
But I'm so proud of you. Like you've totally evolved since I met you, and
oh, thank you. So have you, though.
Thank you. You remain the same person, and you're still humble and kind, and I love you. Like you're amazing.
I love you, and you're always supporting me and like saying these really nice things, and you're the same, but you're exactly the same. I feel like that's why we click, and that's why we're friends after 8 years or whatever it is.
I'm the same person since 2nd grade. I haven't changed.
2nd grade. Well, I didn't know you then, but if I did, we'd still be friends.
So funny. One of my friends from 2nd grade is a doctor, and he's like, "You're still the same person."
Love that.
I made a comment. I was like, "Yeah, I used to work in the law library," and he was like, "I think you used to also volunteer at the elementary school library." Like, oh my God, I forgot that. I'm a nerd. Thanks.
I have a library card. I actually went to the library before this all happened. I went to the library one day in the city. It's so beautiful just to even be in there.
Right.
It's so beautiful.
I wish I had more time to read, honestly, but the only downtime I have is when Carter's asleep. Right now, Lord knows what she's doing in the living room right now. I'm on this call, and she wants to be in here. And
let her in.
Oh, she's probably painting her Barbie doll's nails. Okay, today she painted her Barbie doll's nails, and it actually looked good. She was. I was like, "What's that smell?" She's like, "I'm painting my Barbie doll's nails," and I'm like, "Okay, bring the Barbie doll in here so I can see that." So it can dry. And then I looked at the nails and they were perfect. I was like, okay, you're good. She's like, I told you I was painting them.
Yes, but I'm not. I can't be. I'm polishing here.
Yeah, she's so sweet. She's amazing. She's such a sweet little girl.
She's been since day one.
Can I
She's
tell
a
you, can I tell
baby.
you a story how sweet she is? I have a friend of mine, and her son has Down syndrome, and he's around the same age as her, but she treats him just like she would treat any other kid. And I'm like, she's so sweet because those little mean girls at my elementary school would have just been jerks, you know? Like,
Because
but,
well, her mom, she learned. She
oh,
learned from
yeah, she's so sweet to him. And I'm like, oh, you're so sweet.
that. Good
Yeah,
for
isn't that so cool?
her.
I know. So we're definitely gonna have to meet up with you in the city and do like a social distance something.
I'm down. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere because I can't do a 14-day quarantine. So
I'm sorry, babe.
we'll get through it.
It's crazy.
It's fucking, excuse my French, it's crazy. We're on a late night show here, though, so I can say that.
I know. We're also on LinkedIn, so hopefully the LinkedIn people won't care. It's okay.
Warn me about that.
Well, I don't want to keep you too late. What time is it? It's 10:32. I know you have your bedtime, but I just
Way past. I'm way past.
oh no, before you go, can you tell us about the new project that you're working on, the record?
Oh, that's that. So I have two projects coming up. Well, the first one is she's a friend. She just launched her single today that I shared with you, Lauren Mayhew. It's awesome. You guys should go listen to it. Lolo Mayhew on Instagram. It's all there. And then the second one is like a secret little project that myself and a doctor friend of mine, we're launching it on Monday. Me and her name on Instagram is Dr. Elevate. So we're going to be launching T-shirts with a charitable cause. So stay tuned to all of our Instagrams.
I love it.
And actually, the lunar phase, she's doing the masks. So it's another person to just follow and get in on the charitable activity.
I love it. Just keep creating and like you're right, being charitable and giving, and I think that's what's the theme of the year is, honestly.
Yeah.
I saw something really cool. Someone said something about saving like $500 a month and like just giving it to a random person who's suffering during COVID-19. I think I'm doing that.
That's a really great idea because I was just talking like because I haven't traveled, I've saved so much money. Like,
Right.
well, the only upside of this is I saved a lot of money this year.
Right. I didn't realize I ate out so much.
Now you know.
Yeah, I was living that fast life. I had no idea. And then Carter was like, I like being at home. I don't never want to leave because she's been running around with me since she was born.
I love that. Yeah, you do. You bring her everywhere. I remember meeting you up the street in that studio, and she was like literally born like I feel like 2 weeks earlier, and you're just like, here's my new baby. And I'm like, okay, you're back at work.
Oh, I was doing a photo shoot with Gavin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually really cool. He moved to Brooklyn. He wants to meet up. He's still my favorite photographer. I've been working with him now for what, 10 years, 12 years?
I mean, at least 6 because you were there with her, like when she was just born.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the baby, and it was like Sunday night. I had like just got back from somewhere. I'm like, I'm coming to meet you.
Oh my God, yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, but I don't want to make this about Carter, but she's such a New York kid. She's gonna be so like you, like just so artistic and out and about. And I mean, that is if she wants to stay here.
Yeah, she's gonna have her own little mind of her own.
Yeah, yeah. So, back to her school though. I don't want to do the in-person school thing. Like I've been calling around to different schools, virtual private schools, because I can't send her back to school this fall. It just feels so wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking actually this stylist came in and she's also a teacher. She came in the other day and she's a high school teacher and she was just saying like for teachers, she's like it's not safe for us to go back. So
it's not. So you know what I did? I called all my friends that go to those Upper West Side and Upper East Side schools. And I said, hey, are you guys opening? You know what they said? No, it's a choice.
Because it's the private schools?
Yeah, they're doing hybrid. You don't have to go in if you don't want to.
So you're like, all right, let me get her enrolled there.
I guess I have to continue to save.
Well, It's a good thing you had nothing to spend it on. Stop going out to eat and you are good.
Now I'm addicted to Amazon.
Yeah. It's not one thing, it's the other.
Yeah, now I'm addicted to Amazon. My part-time job is a shipping assistant because I'm sending stuff back and calling them because I didn't receive things that I ordered. So can't win.
Can't win.
Alrighty, well, let's talk offline. And I definitely want to support the new single that your friend released somehow.
Yeah, let's do it.
And
my shirts, don't forget, keep an eye. It's a secret project. It's coming out on Monday.
yes. Just like @tweet me and I'll tweet it for sure. And then like tag me in the stories and I'll share there because people are watching us.
People are watching. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for coming, Megan.
Good night. Time to go to sleep. Not coffee, but this is another plug. My brother's coffee business. Coffee and cocktails. He should be sponsoring your show. Ryan, if you're watching.
Yeah, introduce me to him. But I do have a question. Does he sell ground coffee or just coffee for the machine?
I think he sells both.
Because I want to buy some because I've had a hard time finding ground coffee.
You want the beans or you want them already ground?
No, I have a Nespresso, so I need the cups or I need the ground coffee because I don't have a coffee machine.
I'm not sure. You'll have to ask him.
All right, cool.
I don't know the coffee lingo. I don't drink coffee. My brother owns a coffee shop, and I haven't had a coffee in like 12 years.
Oh wow! You don't drink any energy drink?
I don't drink energy drinks. Just water.
Wow,
chips.
So good.
And margaritas.
Guess what? I think
drinks. I save all my sugar for these crappy margarita drinks, which are really good.
Right. So, funny story, and I'm gonna let you go. From March till like July, I was heavy on virtual events, working like 24 hours a day. And then I had another virtual event in June, and then I started ordering champagne on Drizzly.
Yep.
And that's when I gained my weight.
Yep.
It's the champagne.
It's the champagne.
And I love it.
And I love it too. I'm really into spicy margaritas this summer too. That's like my other
Me too. Me too. I'm all over.
I'm eating healthy. I'm drinking healthy, but I'll have that margarita.
Yeah, but I'm gonna chill for like 30 days.
I'm not, but good for you.
Yeah, I need to get in a deficit. But anyway, we'll talk. And thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Can you tell everybody where they can follow you at?
On Instagram, it's Bells and Rebels. So BELLES, the letter N. Rebels, REBELLES.
Perfect. Well, good night, Megan.
Good night. Bye.